While Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee may have been a surprising delight to most fans of the series, there's no doubt that these games have their flaws. I understand that no game can be perfect, and that even a game that's 10 out of 10 has its flaws, but generally, you can tell that a significant amount of work has been put into those 10 out of 10 games. With Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, when you really get down to it, it's hard to see that effort. As alive as the world may feel, in various different parts of the games, it just feels like Game Freak got lazy or didn't put in as much effort into these games as they could have. And because of this, the game feels like it's lacking content, or as if their mechanics weren't as polished as they could have been. This hinders the overall experience of the game because, when the game feels so similar to a game that was released over 20 years ago, yeah, it's nostalgic, but has $60 worth of time and effort really been put into it? These games, without a doubt, have some great features that were added to them to make them really fun. But at the same time, we gotta accept the games for what they are. And acknowledge the downsides to it as well. Which is why in today's video, I want to go over the top 5 worst features of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. These are 5 features that are for the most part exclusive to Let's Go. The last 2 may not exactly be exclusive, but they're specifically an issue in Let's Go, more so than any other Pokemon game. All 5 of them just take away from what otherwise was a rather enjoyable Pokemon adventure. And while this is entirely my opinion, of course, I just want to share my own thoughts on the matter. So with all that out of the way, let's go over Let's Go's worst features. Number 5. Master Trainers. This one is only at number 5 because Game Freak clearly did try something new and interesting for the post-game. They took advantage of the small number of Pokemon in this game and made a way for each and every single species to be somewhat relevant beyond just evolving them to complete the Pokedex, which is actually a great accomplishment if you ask me. However, the problem with this is that Master Trainers just suck. Yeah, they're a bit of a challenge to go up against, and since the main story of their games were pretty easy, the difficulty spike is kinda enjoyable at first, but eventually, it just becomes tedious. You need to put hours and hours and hours of grinding to beat every single Master Trainer in the game. And after you beat 6 of them, you feel great, cause you actually get to face off against Red, which is a fantastic prize. And after that, nothing. Nothing but a sense of accomplishment. And the title of Grandmaster for beating them all. But the thing is, after beating a few of them, there's no real sense of accomplishment. In the original Pokemon games, catching all 150 Pokemon was a big deal, because you actually had to go out of your way, explore the world, and collect every single Pokemon. There weren't many guides to help you, and you needed to trade with people who were willing to help you. And because of the way games were back then, this gave you a genuine sense of accomplishment, because you really worked hard to achieve these results. In Let's Go, all of this became easier, so the sense of accomplishment wouldn't be the same. So I feel like to counter this, Game Freak added the Master Trainers to give you that sense of accomplishment. But in reality, it's nothing but monotonous grinding and spamming the A button. I'm not bargaining with my friends for Pokemon anymore. I'm just spamming the A button while using my brain here and there. And we're in 2019 now. There's no way a simple title like Grandmaster is going to make anyone feel that great. If they had more of a reason for us to go up against all the Master Trainers, like how they did with the first 6 in Red, maybe this could have been worth it. But if you ask me, it's just a lot of tedious work for nothing fun or significant. Number 4. The Pokemon Box. This is one that I think most people are going to disagree with me on, but let me explain myself real quick. Yes, being able to switch Pokemon in and out on the fly with the Pokemon Box is very convenient and makes things a bit less tedious. But for me with the PC system, being able to carry only 6 Pokemon with you at all times never felt tedious. It just felt like I need to think more carefully about what Pokemon I need to bring for the upcoming battle or adventure. With the Pokemon Box, it just makes the game feel a lot easier for me than convenient, and it just takes away from my immersion, if that makes any sense. Why do I need to think about what 6 Pokemon to carry around with me when I'm pretty much carrying every single Pokemon I caught with me at all times? I don't have to plan ahead for a set series of battles or dungeons because I can swap them out whenever I like, whereas with previous games, I'm carefully selecting a team and ensuring that I have the necessary Pokemon with me when I leave the Pokemon Center. Apparently, you can even swap out your Pokemon team while you're in the Pokemon League. That pretty much defeats the whole purpose of fighting 5 of the strongest trainers in a sequence, because for each fight, I can have a new party of 6 that's fully healed and ready to go. On top of this, the new box system has always felt very unorganized and clustered. There's definitely an aesthetic touch that I miss with the old PC system as well. But, like I said, I'm pretty sure most people are actually happy with this change. Number 3. Catching mechanics. The next one, however, is one that I think most of us can agree has its flaws. And even if you don't hate it, you still acknowledge that it has its issues. And that's everything about the catching mechanics. Mainly the controls. Motion controls are great and fun to use, but not all the time. Especially when you throw the Pokeball one way, and somehow it tends to go all the way in the other direction. I don't know a single person that hasn't complained about this. I even made sure to hold the Joy-Con straight so that it gets recalibrated after every throw. But somehow, it still manages to get the accuracy of my shot way off. If these were optional controls, fine. But there's no other way to throw the Pokeball aside from motion controls. Yeah, it may make it more immersive, but when you're limiting yourself to some unpolished mechanics, it gets to be pretty annoying after a while. And my heart goes out to everyone who missed a shiny Pokemon because of the flaws in these mechanics. I've seen a lot of hearts break because of it, but I've seen a lot more hearts break because the shiny Pokemon actually ran away. I get that with the catching mechanics that we have, making Pokemon run away like how it was in the Safari Zone was pretty much necessary. But man, do these guys run away fast. Maybe making them stay for a bit longer would have been helpful, but regardless, catching Pokemon can be quite stressful at times. Number 2. Lack of battle themes. Like I said at the beginning of the video, these last two features aren't exactly exclusive to Let's Go, and you may not consider them features at all, but I certainly do consider them to be one of the weakest points of the Let's Go games. For me, music has always been one of the most captivating aspects of any kind of media, and the music within the Pokemon games is no exception to that. The themes played within these games really set the necessary atmosphere for me. Whether I'm fighting the boss of an evil gang, an incredibly powerful Pokemon, a regular trainer, or the champion themselves. But why on earth did Game Freak think that it was okay to share six battle themes among every trainer and Pokemon in Kanto? The wild Pokemon all share the same theme, which is fair. The legendary birds and Mewtwo share a battle theme, which is pretty lazy if you ask me, considering that Mewtwo is completely separate from the legendary birds. But even static Pokemon like Snorlax share this theme with them, which has been done before with Rotom, but still, I would prefer the legends to have their own themes. The Master Trainers have their own theme, which is cool. The Champion has his own theme, which is cool. The Elite Four shares the same theme as the Gym Leaders, which is okay, I guess. But it still would have been nice for the Elite Four to get their own theme, or an updated version of the Gym Leader theme. But my biggest complaint is that Team Rocket, Giovanni, Red, Blue, Green, and Youngster Joey all share the exact same battle theme. Why? Why do all trainer battles outside of official league battles and master trainers all have the same theme? I get that in the original games, some of these trainers didn't have any battles, and the ones that didn't even have their own unique theme. But that doesn't mean that you can't give them themes now. It's been over 20 years, and the wild Pokemon and legendary battle theme, as well as the trainer and master trainer battle theme, are pretty similar to each other. So at the very least, you could have kept the same theme and just made a few changes specifically towards some important trainers and Pokemon, and that would have been enough. But no, the songs remain the same throughout, and failed to set the necessary atmosphere against a lot of the trainers that you face. We got a lot of good remixes in these games, but we just didn't get enough of them. Number 1. Lack of content. Call this a cop-out or whatever you want to call it, but the lack of substance in these games is what I'm putting as the worst feature of these games. I have never seen so many people complete the Pokedex so quickly. And people mainly did it because there's nothing else for us to do in these games. Yeah, Master Trainers exist, but like we went over, what's the point of facing them? Yeah, the Go Park exists, but having a bunch of Pokemon follow you is only fun for a little bit of time. Yeah, online battles exist, but when your battle system has been so saturated, what's the point of battling online here again when I can just battle online on the 3DS games? I don't even have to pay for those ones. Again, I understand. Game Freak tried to make these games as close as possible to Pokemon Yellow while having a few story changes here and there, hence all the saturation and lack of content, cause this is all the content the original Pokemon games had. But as I've been saying in this video, even if it's supposed to be like Pokemon Yellow, there's no reason for it to face the same limitations as Pokemon Yellow. Like, seeing the Sevii Islands in HD would have been great, and technically, because of the Sevii Islands and the larger Pokedex, Fire Red and Leaf Green have more content than the Let's Go titles, and those games are like a decade old. I feel like Game Freak just tried to make Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee as close to Pokemon Yellow as possible, and in doing so, emphasize the best of that game, but also stay too close to the limitations of that game, which was the cause for its biggest downfall. And while they are great games, their lack of content really makes them hard to replay. So, I don't think I'll be revisiting them anytime soon, unless I get sick or try to get my little cousins into Pokemon or something. And there you have it, guys. Those are my top 5 worst features of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. But like I said, if you ask me, these games are pretty good games and have a lot of great things about them. So be sure to check out the video I made on the top 5 best features of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit a bunch of like button if you enjoyed the video and hit that dislike button if you didn't. Let me know how you feel. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. How do you feel about my top 5 list? And what do you consider to be the worst features of Pokemon Let's Go? Let me know. Share the video around if you want to help to the channel. And finally, subscribe and hit the little bell icon if you want to stay up to date with all my content. Take care of yourselves, have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video, alright? Later.